A rain dripped in measured cadence against the rotting wood of Elderwood Cabin, nestled deep in a forgotten stretch of the green hollow forest. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows through the gnarled branches, Mia pressed her fingers against the rough grain of the wall. "I think I found something." Her voice, barely rising above the patter of rain, carried a strange weight. The others leaned in, hearts caught between curiosity and unease. Crude letters were etched into the wood. "Don't awaken the sleepless." Each letter seemed to pulse with an energy that prickled the skin. The air grew thick, and a distant rumble of thunder hinted at an approaching storm. Chad chuckled nervously. "It's probably just some old legend or a bad joke, right?" Yet none of them laughed. Instead, a blanket of oppressive silence wrapped around them, drenched in anticipation. As their breath mingled with the damp air, the scent of moss and decay grew heavy, making the cabin feel increasingly claustrophobic. "Let's just hang some lights and make this place cozy," Hannah suggested, her voice a fragile thread against the looming dread. But as the friends began to unpack their meager supplies, the cabin's atmosphere twisted. The flickering lanterns cast unsettling shadows on the walls, warping their friends' faces into grotesque masks whenever a gust rattled the windows. An odd chill crept in from the corners, making the hairs on Mia's arms stand on end. She glanced toward the mirror that hung crookedly by the entrance, its cracked surface reflecting distorted shards of reality. Soon, low murmurs echoed through the cabin, soft and slithering like the whispers of a long-dead wind. It felt as if the cabin was listening, an ancient presence that stirred beneath the floorboards, restless and hungry. Each rhythm of the rain outside echoed a warning, saturating the night with an anxious pulse. As dusk deepened into night, an unnatural stillness blanketed the forest. The lanterns sputtered, caught in an unseen draft. Then, suddenly, the TV flickered on, static crawling ravenously across the screen. The images danced and twisted, forming shapes that twisted reality into an obscene parody. Chad shot a glance toward the screen, a frown creasing his brow. "Hey, turn that off." But before Mia could reach for the remote, it blared, "Do not awaken the sleepless. The price is not worth paying." The unnerving voice echoed, ricocheting around the room alongside the mounting terror clawing at their throats. "What is happening?" Amanda squeaked, her eyes wide with fear. In that moment the floorboards moaned, not from age, but as though something below stirred to life. Will, trying to calm the group, said, "It's just a joke, like the mark on the wall. We need to lighten up." But the words barely resonated before the air grew suffocating, as if unseen hands tightened around their throats. Mia felt an overwhelming compulsion, an urge to reach out and touch the warning carved into the wall. She stepped closer, fingers quivering, and brushed against the etching. What happened next was swift and terrible. The whispers escalated into a shrill wail in her mind, filling the space with the chilling lament of the sleepless. Her heart raced as the cabin's color drained away, the walls seemingly pulling inward, folding around them like the hungry jaws of a great beast. In a single fleeting second, she caught a dim reflection in the mirror, herself standing there, eyes wide with horror, while behind her loomed 1,000 unsleeping eyes, dark and endless. Mia recoiled, ripping her gaze away from the mirror. With an instinct stronger than fear, she shouted, "We need to leave. Now." Their legs moved as if controlled by a primal instinct, a frantic scramble to escape the cabin's grip. The ancient oak door groaned in protest as they pushed against it, a final seal against the horrors that had been awakened. As they burst into the forest, the chill grasp of the cabin behind them receded into the distance, now just a warped memory in the inky night. But as Mia glanced back, the wind howled through the trees, carrying the faintest echo of that dreadful warning. The mark on the wall remained, a blazing reminder that some doors once opened cannot be closed.